Ладно, иди сюда.
Не хочу.
А?
Не хочу.
Не хочешь? Стрим начался.
Да.
Add astro.
Дорогой тик. Мы расстаемся.
Угу.
In the name of the princessen. Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
order. Stabilize.
Midnight Fantastic. Think you can get away? Brace yourselves. Submit.
Order guide you. Solidify. Midnight Fantastic.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Don't waste my time. Give up.
This is order. Gather. Solidify.
Odds reveal. Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Don't waste my time. Submit.
As you wish, Ming. Gather. I will have order.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
It's nothing. Your life is mine. Give up.
This is order. Stabilize.
By royal decree.
It's nothing. Give up.
Order guide you. Gather.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Think you can get away?
It's nothing.
Odds reveal. Brace yourselves.
Solidify. I will have order.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Your life is mine.
видик и стрим, как обычно. Что я просто это база, блядь. Я запускаю стрим, блядь, и тупо. О, блядь, сидит.
Это база. Получается, не получится.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. Ah, this is the life. Wait a sec. Is it something important? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go
It's time to pull the trigger.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you— It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry! Huh?
What's happening?
fine, thanks. But
Let's go ask the Duke.
Take it easy.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there some...
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides,
So the fortress is okay?
if you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, by the way...
I believe today...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you... That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually... Oh yeah, Paimon feels... Then be sure to come back and visit.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort...
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed.
Ah, so you do have a...
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel... Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards.
I believe...
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work. Take it easy.
Как же заебали эти уже второстепенные блядские задания, блядь. О, Рита, здорово. Чё, балансер намекает. Вот именно, я зашел в Панзар, сыграл 2 катки, думал его запустить и передумал, потому что понял, что это говно. А в Геншине как раз таки патч новый вышел, лучше его постримлю. С кайфом. Панзар еще, клянусь, он максимум полгода проживет, потом нахуй все сервера закроют. Да вы заебали, суки. Можно мне, блядь, основную эту пройти, попроходить, блядь? О, можно, наконец-то, блядь. Как на вчерашнем стриме, которые меня забанили, которые я постепенно пытаюсь разбанить из-за авторских прав. Там играла музыка, которая как бы какая там, блядь, французская, итальянская. Хер его знаю, какую я там выбрал. Ну, короче, типа отсюда мне навеяло ее запустить.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies, Monsieur Neurvalet.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in. Everyone's so busy. See?
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish it.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
Заебись, он работает.
Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might...
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary... A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only...
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Oh, right! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that the source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Задришуще, непонятно, блядь.
Oh no! What about all the people?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short
конечно,
period
никто
of
не
time,
пострадал.
and
Как
have
же,
already
блядь.
returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater,
and the situation in Poisson may...
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Oh no. What happened here? Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Haima means we need...
Нихуя там рыба.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone up...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Да, не хватает до бега ниндзя. Чего именно не хватает? Типа эти руки назад.
Just hang in there. Help is on the way.
Как Наруто.
You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Сейчас пройдет катсценка, я тебе покажу, что тут такое вообще-то есть. Бег ниндзя. Есть такое? Ты чё, блядь? Придумаешь, что это не продуманный момент. Всё тут продумано.
I've been waiting for you.
Ой, бег ниндзя. Да, бог его знает. Может, бегала. А это да, вот вроде так же она бегала, да, это точно. Блядь, точно. А в Бличе сейчас же вышел сезон этот. Тысячелетняя война. Блядь, там же по идее серии еще вышли или не вышли. Я хуй его знаю. Опа. Вот это нам надо.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
Машера. Понял. Значит, тоже посмотрел. Ну, там, кстати, нормальные такие замесы, прям, блять. Там тупо экшен. Прям нормально так они там
He jumped down then.
пиздюки устроили.
Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see...
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Я, кстати, про нее и подумал почему-то, потому что это единственный чипиздрик из Блича, который запоминается хоть чем-то.
Right.
Ну как хоть чем-то, на самом деле она вообще никакая. Если бы не Кинпачи, то как бы я бы ее, блядь, даже не запомнил бы.
A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways.
Не, еще из запоминающихся чипиздриков это, короче, этот... Когда была арка с этими саранкарами, там была, которая... Блять, как ее там зовут-то, ебаный в рот. Короче, которая была бывший второй или бывший третий, и потом она стала чипиздрихой, короче, и когда надо, она типа трансформировалась, ебать такую маме и типа всех пиздила. Не помню, как ее звали, но, короче, вот.
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere.
Ну вот.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties.
Ты когда последний раз Блич смотрел, что ты все эти имена запомнила? Или у тебя такая суперспособность запоминать имена персонажей? Типа я, блядь, даже в Наруто нахуй не... Не, Наруто я помню персонажей, там всех Акацуки я помню, да и таких, ну, самых главных персонажей я помню. У меня один кореш из Наруто, он помнит, блядь, вот даже вот этих, сука, два брата-акробата, у одного, короче, повязка, блядь, на носу, а второй с сюрикеном с огромным на спине бегает постоянно. Или это тот и бегает с сюрикеном. Ну, короче, вот эти два брата, блядь, он их имена, блядь, помнит. Я помню только всяких таких, ну... Всяких там Асума, Какаши, блядь, и Рука, блядь, самых таких, ну, которые не второстепенные.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
Вода первозданного моря появилась, то какого хуя она, получается, вылезла еще откуда-то? Интересно.
No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
Ну, бля, мне вот, допустим, впадло гуглить. Типа, я визуально-то всех героев помню, конечно, а вот... Причем я помню даже визуально героев всяких анимешек вообще, которые, типа, ну, настолько посредственные, блядь, анимешки, но имена это вообще забей. Прям вот, ну, вообще забей. Там, я могу вспомнить только имена главного героя, блядь, по типу, вот, допустим, охуенная анимешка была этот, но оно как бы так и называется, Дороро, блядь, или как там, Дороро. И как бы вот эта девочка Дороро, блядь, и как бы... Сложно было это не запомнить.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened...
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Можно съебаться от работы.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Не, Дюрара это другое. Блять, я сейчас загуглю же. Дюрара это про танцы, блять. Да, Дюрара это про танцы. Торадора это тоже другое. Это про эту девочку и это. Как? Блядь, вот видишь, я даже тебя наебал, то что я помню название, я уже забыл название. Короче, про чувака-куклу, который кукольный пацан, которого там его батя продал за успех в земле, и типа он тело лишился и куклой стал. И он постепенно там, убивая монстров, себе конечности возвращал.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Блядь, о чем спросил? А, где Меус и Сильвер?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Кстати, если Торадора не смотрела, то посмотри. Прям охуенная тема.
And how she goes. Seems it might be a while.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
Художника. А, и Дюрер, художник, нихуя себе. Не, милые анимешки, они и сейчас выходят, но прям они только пытаются быть милыми.
Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Ну да, кстати, Дюрер вполне себе по-немецки звучит.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Крик чаек. Это где-то здоровая рыба. Так-то криповая хуйня. Альбехт Дюрер. Блять, такой никнейм можно в Мазаре сделать. Ну-ка, вам есть что покрутить? Блять, один сундук нужно найти. Так, а это куда? Это наверх, да? Ну, не знаю, я «Войну и мир» читал. Вообще, это на самом деле мало кто оценивает подобные мувы. С никнеймами всякой литературы. Да, такие ники не понимают просто.
Game's up. Time's over. Busted.
Нахуя я ультанул? Спрашивается, нахуя я ультанул? Так, а что делать надо?
Quietly now. Busted.
Hey!
Ну, в песнях, да.
Commit to memory.
В песнях-то грех не ловить. Блять, я не понял, а что делать-то? Давай вот так, да.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
Так, пневма и усия вроде бы.
You lead the way. Trip on up.
Хуя.
Settle down.
Нихуя. Блять, надо хунта выбивать, пиздец.
Just as I expected.
Silence! Order guide you. Rise!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Давай, давай. Спокойной ночи.
Surprise!
Who's our target this time?
Solidify! Settle down!
Здорово, Егор. Что там рассказывал, за что тебя забанили-то? Ну, как бы понятно, за что. Просто где это было? ВКонтакте или на стриме? Пожаловался кто-нибудь.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so...
Navia?
Если ты ему высказал в аккаунте, забанил в игре. Гениально, блядь.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
А, по железу еще, ёб твою мать. Пиздец, он разошелся.
What should I do, Papa?
Серьезно?
Huh? What happened to them?
И что ты теперь будешь чисто в этот, во что там, как он, блядь, называется-то, догонялки ваши, в ДБД хуярить?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave and they were caught in the seawater.
Ну вот в Геншине тоже обнова.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests.
DLC бесплатно
As for
или
Malus
за
and Silver,
монеты?
they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
Ну, лучше в ДБД играть, чем в помойку.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit
Я лучше
Papa.
вообще чем-нибудь полезным заниматься,
Perhaps
конечно.
we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would
Не, ну
he?
объективно, не знаю. Вот я сегодня зашел в Панзар на 2 катки. Блять, меня чуть не вырвало нахуй. Настолько, блядь, противно играть. Типа, баланс говна, ебаные 2Кшники. Это ужас.
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey,
Ну, это
stop
правильно.
joking around.
На самом деле, я когда получил бан, когда я 1,5 года-то не играл. Блять, 1,5 года, нихуя себе цифра. Это самое. Блять, вообще по кайфу на самом деле так было. Типа, ну, я не проебываю вечера в никуда. То есть реально в Панзаре, если я захожу сидеть жестко, это часа, блять, на 3-4 минимум. Просто минимум. А обычно это, блять, часов 5, 6, 7 нахуй с кем-то хуярить. А так, без Панзара, блять, это вот максимум я могу зайти вот в Genshin посидеть, блять, часа 2-3, блять, вот когда много, долго могу засидеться. А так, типа, все 20 минут в день, блять, я довольный.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be...
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Я просто через 1,5 года админу написал, типа, ну, блять, просто желание появилось дикое зеркало вернуть, потому что активизировались опять турниры, люди как-то начали там какой-то контент пилить, там вот эти школы Панзара, и вся такая вот такая хуйня началась. От этого Ромы Соцкого, всепривлекающего. И что-то я захотел вернуться, написал админу, и все. А бан у меня тоже перманентный был. Только у меня он был не по железу, а чисто на аккаунт.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously?
То есть зайти в игру
All
я мог
right,
спокойно.
I'll remember your request. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the... I'd promise to let them rest in peace here. But here I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Да, конечно, не плачет она.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
Не, бан в Панзаре это полезная штука. Просто для жизни, блять. Потому что игра абсолютно не сможет принести для тебя ничего, блять. Один негатив из нее прет. Так что ну его нахуй.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come
Вместе с
true.
админом.
But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Malus and Silver have helped me so... I'm so sorry.
ДБДшич. Кстати, вот Буду, если стримить будешь, я даже залетать в эту хуйню буду, возможно. Ну, в плане захочу поиграть, потому что Буду я как-то тянуться просто не смог.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, by the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, so everyone else...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver.
Ну, блядь, да, Black
We were
Desert.
able to save more than we anticipated.
Там где эти... Редактор персонажей, блядь. Но я когда игру запустил, я в редакторе... Без шуток, я в редакторе просидел где-то часа 2. И в итоге я нихуя не создал. То есть я просидел 2 часа в редакторе и нихуя не создал. Пиздец.
The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
В Панзаре тоже раньше такая хуйня была, типа, когда ты не заходил полгода, что ли, тебе давалось прем на то ли неделю, то ли сколько, еще какие-то ресурсы.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be... Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're a hero.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your
Блять,
words.
кстати, вот Black Desert, например, он вообще, мне кажется, никогда не сдохнет. Потому что, во-первых, вокруг него уже огромная фан-база. И вот банально вот эта поддержка. И типа, там корнями же он уходит в Китай, или куда он там уходит, блять. А там-то типа за такие игры ебать держатся. И деньги там ебанутые.
Oh. Really?
Взять тот же Genshin. Игра вообще не про мультиплеер, но при этом играют, блять, тем более Корея там к этому еще жестче относится, чем в Китае.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Опа, нихуя себе.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Ну только вот эти вот игры по типу БДОшки, это такой гринд, блять, это прям вот вообще конченый гринд. Ну, в плане, если как-то пытаться в развитии, какой-то там прогрессию, то мне кажется, на каком-то этапе ты там так жестко стопишься, что пиздец. Что там либо донать, либо задроть просто целыми днями.
Thank you very much.
Wait.
We just met recently, right?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Тебе выдали типа за то, что ты давно не заходил, или это в принципе всем абсолютно поголовно игрокам такая раздача щедрая?
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
А, за ивенты. Ну, тоже типа активность. То есть, ну, я думаю, на ивенты это примерно Я думаю, часа 2 в день потратить вот те ивенты пройденные.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates, as Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they were... I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now...
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
Ну да, это вам не колесо фортуны, Анзаре, блядь.
So, you're one who will try to
Когда
change
игра
fate,
дает
then?
тебе ощущение прогрессии, это заебись.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Ну, так что это, если вдруг чё, то подруби хотя бы пару раз стрим по БДОшке. Вечерком примерно там, по Москве сколько? Часов 8 в 9. Я бы залетел.
All right, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which
я
I
так
do
минут
like to
15-20
use when
посмотрю.
necessary. But there's no
И всё.
need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in.
Как раз таки может быть прохождение какого-нибудь ивента.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Ну все, добазарились.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it
Да, в
was the
принципе,
water
любые
levels in
стримы
Poisson.
ламповые, если это не
These
Анзар.
are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times
Давай, ББ.
and seem to be
Спасибо.
worth investigating in many ways.
Да я не то, что прям стримлю, просто чтобы вдруг, если что, не знаю, короче. Просто решил подрубить на фоне, да и все.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're...
So, that's why the Fatui...
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though I'm sure you already understand how earnest they can...
Oh! That somehow makes Paimon feel...
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family...
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But there's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right? The ruins are to the south of Point.
Okay, the three of us will handle.
Ебучий гидроку, блядь. Блять. Ах, хуй с ним, не хочу его собирать. Потом как-нибудь соберу.
Stabilize!
Quietly now. Gotcha.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have...
Just be careful.
Ready for a rehearsal?
Stay close and you will live.
I will have order. Gather.
Think you can get away?
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Dada Kondala.
Stabilize!
Yahoo! Shine down!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Osmanthus wine.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now then, but...
Из-за нафиг, блять, поиграть. Как бы... ну явно же ничего не вышло, блять. Сука.
Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Че я ебанулся?
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge! Run for it!
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to—
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I...
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go—
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had enough. This is a familiar feeling, yet...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right.
Oh? Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen.
That's right.
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some...
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett.
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar. I've heard this name before. Sometime recent. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do?
Well, now,
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait,
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But Are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today,
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone...
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula. Someone, after you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of those...
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us.
Huh? What? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown.
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous... Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We...
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall... And that is how we will
My head...
Demoiselle!
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will...
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you must come now!
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What did...
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fort...
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand...
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and...
He still doesn't know what to talk about. let's chat about something else then. So, Neverlet, you're probably...
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Gather!
There is no escape! Time for takeoff. Let's play!
Solidify! Gather! Solidify!
Illusion shattered! Dada Kondala. Down! Watch out! There are rocks falling over here! Brace yourselves!
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
I will have order.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Yeah!
Solidify!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Stabilize!
This is order.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering.
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its...
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine...
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to...
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... What is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon...
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it,
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will... More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy should...
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's...
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about this. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will...
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem?
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up easily. Which makes it all the more my duty.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person.
I will be carefully considering my words.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you, as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. Alright, I'll be on my way.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special...
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no. Ooh, dessert. Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped... Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to... There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise...
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just...
Wow! Imagine including a boast in...
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the
Thrice as great?
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed...
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
That sounds terrible! Ugh. But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornmanport, and I traveled with the old hag for a while.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but there's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone...
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long...
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the...
A visionary? Sounds really powerful.
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar. Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with...
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always!
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people...
Indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Our fun... Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling... But it's time to get up, traveler. We... No touching. All hail. Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. Press. For Rex Lapis. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Did I miscalculate? Rex Lapis. This is long overdue. No touching. Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda. No touching. Born of ice and frost. No touching. I can fix this. Must press. For Rex Lapis.
Order guide you.
Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Oh, no touching. Access denied.
Stabilize.
Solidified. This is order.
Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
Gather.
Next on the agenda. No touching.
Solidify.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. This is long overdue. Born of ice and
Stabilize.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. I'm going in. Next up. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Solidify.
Everybody stand back. Let's. No touching. Access denied. For Rex Lapis. Born of ice and...
Gather.
I see everything.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Silence, be sanctified.
Let the mighty be humbled. There's a tear in my robe. Settle down. Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Silence!
Access denied.
Stabilize.
I will have order.
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
All hail! Born of ice and frost.
Solidified!
Everyone hold hands!
I'm going in!
No touching!
Order guide you!
I see everything! Come on! Oh, born of ice and frost.
Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Settle down! The tides beckon. Silence! Bow your head. Be sanctified. Settle down. Silence. Settle down. Bow your head.
We're waiting on Skep. No touching. This is long overdue.
I will have order.
I see everything.
Yeah, everybody stand!
Born of ice and frost.
Be gone!
Solidify!
Out of my sight! Out of the way!
A minute to memory.
This is Her Majesty's gift!
The insolent
Stabilize.
punish.
Where are you? I'm going in!
This is Her Majesty's gift. You can't. Access denied.
Out of my sight!
Next up.
Winter, shall we?
Hey!
Everybody stand!
Did I scare you?
I'm a little...
Solidify!
I see everything!
Considerate of me. Savor the show.
Yeah. Adventure, let's light it up!
Going in! Hey!
A grand surprise.
Born of ice and frost.
I can still... Let me try.
Solidify!
Scare you.
Grow, grow, grow! No touching!
Watch your footing.
Teamwork is
A
dreamwork!
for you.
Committed to memory. Access denied.
Settle down. The tides beckon. Silence! Justice is blind. Let the mighty be humbled. An oversight on my part. Settle down. Silence!